I'm Bob Motta. I'm 81 years old, or maybe I should say 81 years young. I have a little bit of an accent because I'm from Boston. I just can't seem to lose it. Exercising is my life, it's hard to get started for some people my age, but you can do it. But it has to be a way of life, and you'll begin to feel much better about yourself and about your health. I happen to like mountain biking or hiking, so I do one or the other, and I do it at least 5 or 6 times a week. I mountain bike with a group of old guys, and then I mountain bike by myself. So I do once a week. I go with the old guys, and then about 2 or 3 other times I go with by myself. I do most of my biking in 4-door. There's a lot of trails out there, a lot of hills. Some of it is novice, some of it is expert, a little bit of everything for everybody. And I also pick up bullets while I'm out there. I take a backpack with me, and usually by the time I'm on my way home, I've already picked up about 30 pounds of bullets, which I haul back. My wife and I go hiking. I take my wife hiking. She said she put me in charge of her health, and so I'm trying to keep her healthy. I'm always in front because I guess it's kind of like my race habit. I'm trying to be in front all the time. But she would get mad and she'd yell at me, slow down, you know, and I didn't pay much attention to that. And next thing I knew, I got hit in the back with a rock. She started throwing rocks at me, and I said, son of a gun. She got to stay with me because she doesn't know how to get back. But she accuses me of taking the wrong way on purpose, and that's not true. I really know where I am most of the time.
He's 81 years old and quite an impressive athlete and in great shape for a man of his age, for sure. He's in great shape for a man of half his age. I was actually probably about 16, 17 when he first started deciding that he was going to get into shape. I think what provoked it was the fact that he was getting ready for retirement. He was upwards of 53 years old at that time, and he didn't want to retire and just waste away. The problem with that is, just as his exercise life being fanatical that he is today, he switched everything overnight. It was probably the saddest thing any American teenager could go through. He wanted to get in shape, and the rest of us had to go with him. It was the summer of 1987 that he and I took a trip to Mexico. And on the way back, we stopped off in San Diego, and that was the first time that we saw inline skates. We found Rollerblade, the company, truck, doing demonstrations, letting people try them on and skate to see if they liked the skates. And I would say within probably about a half hour of us skating, both of us had owned a pair.
And we said, where can you buy them? We bought 2 pair that day, and that's how we started. My first race was in Inglewood at the LA Forum.
Being that we were the only skaters that we really knew of, we thought we were pretty good. And I can remember getting down there in our recreational rollerblade skates, and when we got there thinking, wow, this is going to be good, we're going to do good, and all of a sudden seeing these guys with these professional speed skates.
I still remember my time, 10K, I did it in 27 minutes and 3 seconds. My heart was pounding, I thought I was going to die, and that was just a 10K.
We skated what we would consider a good race, but we got slaughtered by everybody else, and it just started a bond that was very interesting. It couldn't have been done without the support of my mom, who was kind of the cheerleader of the whole team. She would let us, allow us, and especially allow her husband to have all the time he wanted to train. She would go to the races. She would support us at the races and cheer us on. And it just became a family event for many years.
Somebody starting a team in Monterey, California, and I joined. Finally, I stopped because of a lack of cartilage in my right knee. I've done a lot of races in my life. probably about 80 or 100 marathons and half marathons. A lot of 10Ks. I've done a 100-miler on my bike. I've raced in Tahiti, Mexico, Jamaica, Germany, and Sweden. All great experiences. I've taken some horrendous spills. I don't know why, but I've always come up with no broken bones, just bruises. And so I'm pretty fortunate. And my son named me, I don't know, he started this at a race. He called me the Immortal. And so that kind of stuck, and they even named the race after me, the division. They said, and now for the Immortal division. For recreation, I used to skate with all the kids in the neighborhood. And that was kind of fun because I was the only old man. Everybody else was young. And we were, I would play tag on skates at the high school. And we used to skate through a shopping center. And I don't know why, but the kids liked to get the guards to try to chase them. And when I was doing that, some lady yelled out, "Bob Motta, act your age," you know? I mean, kids would come over the house, and I can remember them being at ring the doorbell, and my wife would go to the door, and I could hear some young kid say, is Mr. Motta home? Can he come out and play? So that was really funny, you know. I learned a lot from them. They taught me how to ride down stairs on my skates and do small jumps. Well, they would do big jumps, but I learned how to do a few smaller jumps. So you learn a lot from kids because they fear not. You know.
I'm by no means a good biker, but I'm well enough in shape to keep up with my grandpa, and it's just a fun goal.
We came down with several of his friends. I think there was three others besides himself. And we all went biking along the 17-mile drive, and we did very well. I mean, they did very well. We are stopping at the lone cypress tree, the most photographed tree in the world. There's 4 or 5 of us on bikes, and my son is on his skates. We're really enjoying this day. And it's a great way to get exercise, and I'd like to see more old guys out here with me, but so happens that these guys are all young.
It was a really good ride. Spent the entire time trying to catch up to the old man, but I still, even at the end, just couldn't muster up the strength to finally pass him, because last time I almost fell trying to catch him. But overall, it was a really good ride. It wore me down, but I mean, I think I can handle half of it again.
Wore me out. That guy's still good. He kicked my ass on this one.
I can't believe he still beat us all. We gotta do it again sometime. I'm just really surprised that people are this active at such older ages.
We underestimated him. Hardcore.
A lot of people have said to me over the years, God, I wish I could do what you're doing. But in fact, and I tell them, you can just get off that chair, start doing it, you know.
As he retired, his health has actually increased. And it's just amazing. And so he's kind of been my model in life, and something that I've always thought, well, you know, he really didn't start a good diet and good exercise until he was 53, 54 years old. And I have an advantage of starting earlier.
I'm still having a hard time kicking this man's butt up a steep grade hill. It's amazing.
I don't know how long we'll live, but the quality of my life is going to be good right up to the day I go, you know. And I hope I go while I'm doing something, you know.
And here is the best part. You have a head start if you are a